I've had a long history in venture capital. I've seen the computer revolution. I've seen the software revolution. I've seen the internet revolution. None of them have been as big and as important as the Bitcoin blockchain revolution. This is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to act, to have enormous populations rise, to create much more wealth throughout the world, and make the world just a nicer, better, happier, and fairer place. So this is I can't imagine a more important kind of conference to hold, and I'm very excited you're all doing this. So the blockchain is one of the great creations of all history. This is bigger than the internet. It's bigger than the Iron Age. It's bigger than the Industrial Revolution. The blockchain is the technology that is going to allow us to transform all the biggest industries in the world. It's going to transform finance, all of finance, venture capital, investment banking, how money is managed, how money is spent, commerce is all going to change. Insurance is going to change. Real estate is going to change. The healthcare system is going to change. And government itself is going to change. Government can become much more virtual and cross-border, whereas historically government has been very much tied to geographic borders. Now government can be decentralized, and products can be managed across borders. So this is really one of the greatest new technologies that has ever hit the history of the world. So the great thing about Bitcoin, the blockchain, and smart contracts is that there is no one individual who can claim dominance over any kind of the currency or the blockchain. No individual business is going to dominate it. We're gonna look at governments that are virtual, and they're gonna be competing for us. They'll compete for you. They already are. I actually believe that governments are going to be open, and some of them won't even have a landmass, and they will, on that virtual level, compete for us. And that's going to end up being a whole new market. It's going to be wide open, and it's a great opportunity for entrepreneurs everywhere to tap into one of the great markets of the world. So I've thought about this a lot. How does India participate in the biggest way and be a part of this new amazing movement? Well, here's what happened. China said Bitcoin's illegal and you can't do ICOs here. So all of that creativity, all those entrepreneurs were looking for another place to go. And Japan said, Bitcoin's a national currency here in Japan, and here's how you do an ICO, and we welcome you, entrepreneurs, to Japan. So India has a choice. I assume that you have a great leader now, and he's strong, and I think he's honest, and I think he wants the best for India. And if he wants the best for India, he will make Bitcoin a legal currency, and he will encourage ICOs and more blockchain development. And I think that kind of encouragement might just invigorate the 1.4 billion entrepreneurs that you have in India, and India could be almost dominant in this field. They don't have the friction that the U.S. has of all the established systems that have to be broken for Bitcoin and the blockchain to be utilized. Well, now Bitcoin and blockchain can just parachute into India and spread throughout the country, and the country will benefit in a big way. So the government leaders of India have an opportunity right now. They can jump out in front of this and say, hey, we can virtualize our government. We can, maybe there are 1.3 billion Indians on the planet in India. But there are 7 billion other potential customers of yours if you go virtual with your government. And this creates a really interesting opportunity for anyone who is in India's government. I've always believed that the more honest and the freer a government is, the richer the population becomes. You have an opportunity to push for freedom and for honesty throughout India and build a very wealthy country. And this is really your opportunity. You are called to task right now as a part of the Indian government. You have an opportunity to really lead this country to some amazing new world, because you have the technology, you have the blockchain, you have Bitcoin, you have smart contracts, you have artificial intelligence. You can take those new technologies and you can transform the industries of the world. Anyway, great pleasure. I think you're onto something very important.